Ever tried 2 Buck Chuck? The much beloved and often maligned super value wine, only available at Trader Joe's, has been leaving the popular grocery chain stores by the case since it first offered the brand in 2002. But how much do you really know about your favorite $2 bottle of vino? It's a catchy name, but that $2 price tag isn't the standard in every Trader Joe's location. The price of shipping, taxes, and pesky local liquor laws mean the price can vary from state to state, with California being the one place you can count on getting a true $2 bottle. The rest of the country pays another buck or so for their precious chuck. Yes, Charles Shaw is a real person, and his story is a little bit sad, in the way you might feel sad for a millionaire who squanders his wife's inheritance. Charles Shaw's very real California vineyard, established in 1974, did indeed make wine, and it was wine that he wanted people to take very seriously. For a brief time, his wines enjoyed high praise among aficionados. Fortune took a downward turn for Shaw in the 90s, and through some questionable business choices, a messy divorce, a bankruptcy, and an entire grape crop lost to a mite infestation, Shaw saw his vineyard sold off to the Franzia family, owner of Bronco Wine Company, which makes Charles Shaw wines today. So what does Charles Shaw think of his name selling all that cheap wine? He told the Weekly Calistogan that he misses the wine business terribly and finds 2 Buck Chuck to be embarrassing and demeaning. The folks at Bronco Wine Company dreamed up the idea of selling a super value wine, and that little idea is one that is now approaching its billionth bottle in sales. But just how do they manage to make a bottle of wine that costs less than some bottles of soda? A few reasons. Charles Shaw wine is produced in California, but not in the highly sought Napa Valley or in Sonoma. Vineyards in the San Joaquin Valley save Bronco big bucks on real estate costs. The wine is fermented with oak chips instead of pricier wine barrels. The cork is a cheap form of engineered cork, sort of the IKEA furniture of wine corks. The packaging and bottles themselves are made of cheaper, lightweight materials, which are also less expensive to ship. And of course, the demand itself keeps Bronco producing the wine in enormous quantities. The mass production techniques they utilize keep overhead low and decrease labor costs. Believe it or not, back in 2005, Charles Shaw Chardonnay won Best Chardonnay from California at the California State Fair Commercial Wine Competition. In 2013, the Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and White Zinfandel all scored medals at the Orange County Fair Wine Competition, with only winemakers and other wine professionals as judges. But what do the real tasting pros think? The popular consensus among most fans of 2 Buck Chuck is that some of it is actually pretty darn good, while some of it is pure swill. But what's what? To answer that question, in 2015, Thrillist got an actual sommelier to taste test the most recently available varietals. With scores of 7 and above, the Merlot, Shiraz, Chardonnay, and Cabernet Sauvignon all did well. The Pinot Grigio came in at the middle with a score of 6. The losers of the bunch were the Nouveau, the Sauvignon Blanc, and the White Zinfandel, which was likened to a liquefied Jolly Rancher. 2 Buck Chuck is a pretty clever nickname for sure, and one you would imagine was dreamed up in some wine-fueled all-night marketing meeting in a conference room. But the truth is, nobody is quite sure who deserves the credit for the catchy name. According to the Trader Joe's website, we wish we could take credit for that, but alas, some other scribe came up with that moniker. So who could it have been? A snappy wine writer? A bunch of buzzed college kids buying an extra case for a party? Does it matter? Owner Fred Franzia is just happy that fans cared enough to christen his budget booze.
That's how the good things happen. The people out there decide what to call them, and it catches on. It's just a real catchy phrase.
In the same article, Trader Joe's writes, "We do think we know why these wines have struck a chord. They've proven that wine doesn't need to be expensive to be good, drinkable wine. These are not expensive. They are good, and they're very drinkable." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite products are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.